Just a little ways east from the nation's political arena, we're in a much different type of arena here. Northwest Stadium in Landover, Maryland. Ball teed up, Austin Seibert out for the kick. And off we go from Northwest Stadium. Return coming from the 6. This return makes it up to the 25. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw right away. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Willis looking to throw. Along the sideline, and Pitts brings it in. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down. Willis. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open. It beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Second and 10 now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Man in motion, headed right. Shotgun now on 3rd down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
They motion the slot man right. Here's the snap on 4th. And it falls incomplete. And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on downs. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled for a short gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Shotgun snap to Daniels. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they're staring at 4th and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Fourth down, here's Daniels. Complete to Hyatt. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 10, and staring at a turnover on downs, Brock, they pick up the first instead. This might be a free play for him. This one won't be reeled in, but they had that green light to take the shot, and they did. Looked like somebody on the defense jumped the snap. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. A bit jumpy across the way there, and that halves the distance ahead of him on first down. Again, Daniels to the air. It's caught. This is Gabe Davis. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. Working inside the red zone. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. After the sack, another pass on second down. This one's caught. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. He fields it from the 8. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. To throw, here's Willis. Finds a seam down the middle. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans reach pay dirt for the first time this game. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Titans tie this game 7-7. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he elects not to bring this one out, so no run back, and we'll pick things up from the 30-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Play fake here. Daniels. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Throwing now, Daniels. Hits his running back. And that will not be enough for a first down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Throwing is Willis. Completed to his running back. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Titans will have a first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Willis to throw it. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Here's Willis to the air. He has it at the 5. Tennessee looking to tack on the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Titans take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Slot man in motion right. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Brought down on the play by Tavondre Sweat. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They send a receiver in motion right. Here we go, 2nd and 9. He fires one deep down the middle. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
Motioning him from the slot right. Daniels throwing on 3rd. They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Now Daniels to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
On 2nd and 10 now, Daniels. He throws a bullet to the center, brought in inside the 20. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a pickup of 39 yards, and the Commanders will have a first. He brings it in. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. They can go to the locker rooms tied if they put this through. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. They can go to the locker rooms tied if they put this through. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders tie things up at 14. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. From his own end zone, here we go. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. Jones reels it in. And he winds up out of bounds, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. We're ready to go with the second quarter, and it's Titans football. They're looking at 1st down here. Out of the gun, a give to Jones. And he drives it up past the 45. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Lone back gets the handoff. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. That's good for 7 yards. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice, once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Continuing to dig, he's inside the 25. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Another carry for him. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Just a couple on the pickup there, so back-to-back runs leave him with a 3rd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He's on the move, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. The defense calls a timeout. That's their 1st. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Fourth and forever coming up. Here's Willis. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Running it now out of the gun. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Out of the gun, Daniels. Escapes the pocket. That's low and bounces short of his man.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here's Daniels. He puts some power on a deep one left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that brings up 4th and long. They're going for this. And they won't do it. That ball's incomplete on 4th down.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Willis looking to throw. Has it down close. And that's a Tennessee touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Taking his shot deep down the field it goes. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with though here. We've got 2nd down. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up 2nd down. Daniels back to throw. He's loaded another one up. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
They don't complete a high percentage of these, but even the incomplete deep shots serve a purpose. It keeps the defense honest, knowing if they overcommit close, they could get burned.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. To throw, Daniels. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So that brings up 4th and long. Nice work by the defense on that drive, Brock, as it looks like they're going to get off the field here with a 3 and out.
Yeah, kept them from generating any sort of momentum to give this drive legs. We know offenses, they got to see the chains move to get it going, but that forcible hit knocked the ball loose.
Daniels to throw on 4th. Throw is caught by the back. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. That's a gain of 10, and staring at a turnover on downs, Brock, they pick up the 1st instead. Again, Daniels to the air. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
2nd down and 10. Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Working quickly here. Third and long for Daniels. Looking slant route, complete. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. From the gun, it's Daniels. Finds him on the crossing route. And he will get the first as they touch him down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. He beams one deep right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And it sets up 2nd down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate. before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Second and 10 now. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. 1st down from the red zone. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions, you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Trying again following the sack. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. The LSU rookie with the pick. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Daniels coming back after that pick. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Left side.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They kick the running back in motion. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Completed to Davis. And he's touched down after a nice pickup there to get the 1st. Daniels. He's going to push one deep down the right. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Kool-Aid McKinstry has the INT. And the Titans get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. Well, make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
And he takes it up and across midfield to Commander's territory. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
From just shy of midfield on second down. Dump off caught by his back. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down, and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Back to the well again. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. That was Tyree Wilson in on the tackle.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Throwing now, Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the first. Now Daniels to throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Titans get it back after making their third first-half interception.
And what a huge bonus on top of the takeaway. Not only did you steal the possession, but you immediately, Kate, flip this field and give your teammates a golden opportunity to punch it in for 6. And if they score quickly, well, it'll put that opposing offense right back out there still reeling from that interception.
Throwing now from the gun. Pass is cut at the 9. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, It's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They'll try and punch it in. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Nothing doing that time, and it leaves them on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
And there was no place to go. He blew that run up at the line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Third down from the gun. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that forces them to 4th and goal. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that extends the lead to 20.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Connects on the crosser. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Give him 30 yards on that one. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Trying for the deep ball. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's 2nd down coming up. Out of the gun, Daniels. He's trying another one deep. They connect on the deep shot. And that's a Washington touchdown. A 2nd touchdown through the air for Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations of the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. Chooses to bring this one out. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. A give now from the gun. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 24. On the move, headed right. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover, wisely throwing it away.
To the air, 3rd and long. Completed to his running back. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They'll send him over right. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's throwing deep to the left side. That's grabbed inside the 30. This play goes for 36. And the Titans will have a 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position.
Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up. Throwing it again here. Into the hands of Pitts. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down. Man in motion here. From the red zone now. Buys time, rolling right. And he's brought down after a short gain. Offense up to the line fast. Willis. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off the defense at any time.
And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. It's a gain of 5, but they still need a bunch here on 4th down. For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. A very short kick here from the right hash. So that field goal gonna have to wait a little bit longer. The Titans going with a field goal unit here. This only a chip shot from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll give them a 16-point advantage.
Well, it's hard to call that the official moment that sealed this win, but up 16 here in the 4th, it's going to take a heck of a sequence of events to see this game tied back up.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Daniels. Finding Davis. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And with third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
He throws a bullet down the right sideline.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Complete beyond the marker. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Again, Daniels to the air. Wow, wide open here, complete. And he drives this forward to the 6. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
The ability to take any completion, short or deep down the sideline, and continue adding yardage, that's called yak, and every coach loves it.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. He finds him right side. Touchdown, Washington. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Well, I hear you say it all the time, partner. It comes back to that word trust, and they trusted in their offense to go get those 2 points, make this a one-score game. They do their job. Now one big play can change the entire outlook of this game for them.
Yeah, now it becomes about complementary football. As you said, the offense did their job. Now defense, can you not just get a stop? Can you get a turnover? Maybe take it to the house yourself. Either way, that conversion puts them one snap away from a totally different ball game.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. First and 10 from the 41. Now a give running right. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. And they're going to get him down just shy of midfield. Still a nice gain, though, up to the 49. Offense in the hurry up here. Back-to-back carries here. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
The give here on second. And he's brought down for a loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Back to throw it. Short pass brought in. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in D.C. Titans up by 8. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Running this one left. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time. 1:55 to go.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game.
Any tackle for loss hurts, Kate, but they hurt that much more from a defensive back. Those guys typically are better in coverage, and you got to find a way to make them miss in the backfield.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. They send a man in motion. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
A familiar sight in this contest, Brock. He's out there again for another field goal try. It'll be a 54-yarder from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Titans are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long. But throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's a toss headed right. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again. The defense takes its third and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You can keep your job in the NFL as a D tackle if you eat up space. You really can. But you make that bag when you can defeat blocks, penetrate, and create runs for losses as a defensive tackle.
Back now, pressure on its way. He gets a lot behind one. Brought in inside the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans have likely locked up the win right there. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
That one right down the middle. And the Titans push their lead to 18. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Play fake here. Daniels. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Motioning him from the slot right. One final shot here. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So it's a win on the road for the Titans. And the sting of losing such a close one the week